The word is intrepid. INTREPID. Look at the sentences. Some intrepid individuals were still prepared to make the hazardous journey. That is the dangerous, the risky journey. The intrepid team of adventurers finally made a contract with the African tribal in the deep forest. Intrepid means fearless, bold, valiant, dauntless, unafraid, brave. And the opposite would be cowardly, spineless, timid, scared. The next word is jibe. Jibe. Shalini says Pallavi started the fight. Pallavi insists it was Shalini. Their stories just don't jibe. Jibe means something which is in disharmony, something which is not in concord, something which is not in agreement. That is the first meaning. In the second sentence, unlike other politicians, he refuses to indulge in cheap jibes at other people's expense. Now, in this sentence, jibe means an insulting remark, a humiliating remark in order to harass someone, in order to prove someone is stupid. Synonyms: agree, assent, that is when you're talking about harmony or concordance. And when you're talking about an insulting remark, that's a humiliating remark, an embarrassing remark, that is a jibe. Let's come to the third word, and that is jovial. Jovial, jovial. A frown seemed out of place on his invariably jovial face. He seemed a very jovial chap. So someone who is jovial is a merry person, is a jolly person, is a friendly person, always in a good mood. The opposite of jovial would be miserable, unhappy. Let's come to the next word, leery. 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 Don't eat the burger at this restaurant. I am a bit leery about how fresh it is. Leery means not trusting of someone or something and tending to avoid them if possible. You're suspicious of them. You are cautious. You are apprehensive. I have always been a bit leery of authority figures. The opposite would be, of course, credulous. There is also a word leer, Leer, leer. And leer is an unpleasant, sometimes an obscene or a lascivious look. Let's come to the next sentence. LIMPID, limpid. You say a limpid stream ran through his property. That is something which is clear, lucid, transparent, clear. And the opposite would be something unclear, something hazy. Let's come to the next word, malady. MALADY. The old man was suffering from a serious malady. That means a serious illness, a serious ailment, a serious disorder. Apathy is one of the maladies of modern society. The opposite of malady would be sanity, soundness, health. Let's come to the next word, which is maudlin. MAUDLIN, maudlin. The maudlin passenger kept the hostess on her toes. Now, what do you mean by maudlin? You talk about somebody shedding maudlin tears. That is, something being mawkish, cheaply emotional, weepy, feeling sad and having a lot of pity for yourself, especially after you have drunk a lot of alcohol, effusively sentimental, being pathetic towards oneself. The opposite would be impassive, detached. The next word is modicum. MODICUM, modicum. You say, although his story is based on a modicum of truth, most of the events he describes are fictitious. There's not even a modicum of truth in a statement. You can see very well in the context what does modicum means. There is not even a modicum. There is not even a shred, a small amount, a bit. The next word, nemesis. NEMESIS. Now, what is a nemesis? You see, someone's nemesis is the person or thing that is very difficult for them to defeat. Punishment or defeat that is deserved and cannot be avoided. It can refer to a person, and it can also refer to punishment or defeat that is well deserved. The cruel captain met his nemesis at the hand of his mutinous crew who had no compunction in setting him adrift in a small port. The increase in taxes proved nemesis for the president in the following elections. It proved to be the cause of his defeat. And the synonyms are adversary, vengeance. The next word is nugatory, Nugatory. The agreement is nugatory for no court will enforce it. Something which is nugatory is futile, vain, worthless, inconsequential, something petty, as good as nil, as good as zilch. Zilch. The next word is obliterate. 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 I obliterated him from my memory because he always hated me. You make it disappear. Whatever was erected on the graveyard was obliterated. That is, they were totally destroyed. The tsunamis obliterated a number of island villages in a few minutes. You see, they destroyed them completely. Perhaps she gets drunk to obliterate painful experiences, to get rid of painful experiences. So, obliterate is to destroy, to demolish, to nullify, to blot, to efface. EFFACE, to efface. The antonym would be to preserve, to validate, to restore. Let's come to the next word, ostracize. OSTRACIZE. Anyone transgressing the rules of the community will be ostracized by the rest. His colleagues ostracized him after he criticized the company in public. When you ostracize someone, you alienate that person. You isolate that person. You avoid that person intentionally. You exclude that person. You exile that person. The antonym would be to include, to contain. The next word is pallid. Pallid. He still looks pallid, though he recovered from jaundice. This is a pallid production of what should be a great ballet. Pallid means something which is very pale and unattractive, unhealthy, lacking enthusiasm or excitement. Pallid can mean wan, 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 ashen, ASHEN, ashen. The opposite would be rosy, colorful. The next word is paragon. PARAGON. A fellow student disliked Pragya because Miss Bhatnagar always pointed out as a paragon of virtue. You call someone a paragon of intelligence, a paragon of knowledge. King Harishchandra was the paragon of truthfulness. So paragon is a model, a very good example. It is a pattern, it is a standard. Let's come to the next word, which is pedant. PEDANT. Insisting that the book be memorized or marked the teacher as a pedant rather than a scholar. They were being unnecessarily pedantic by insisting that Barry himself and not his wife should have made the announcement. Pedant is something, a person who is too much interested in formal rules and that too small, unimportant details. You have scholars who overemphasize erudition, who overemphasize bookish knowledge. They are all pedant. The synonym would be doctrinaire, a sophist, SOPHIST, and the opposite would be amateur or a dabbler. Let's come to the next word, PENCHANT, penchant. A penchant is an inclination, a liking, a leaning, a clinamen, penchant for painting, a penchant for reading, a propensity. The Americans, he considered, had a penchant for being disconcertingly frank, a penchant for disappearing for hours in the day worries of family. The opposite of penchant would be revulsion, aversion, hatred, bias, prejudice, disinclined. The next word is pivotal, PIBOTAL. De Klerk's decision to set Nelson Mandela free was pivotal. Without Mandela's release, there was no possibility that the African National Congress would entertain talks with the South African government. Dr. Manmohan Singh's role as the Minister for Finance in the Ministry of Narasimha Rao was pivotal in the new economic reforms. Pivotal is something which is central and important, which is significant. The synonyms would be essential, critical. The next word is plebeian, PLEBEIAN. His speeches were aimed at the plebeian minds and emotions, disgusted the more refined. So refined and plebeian are opposites. Jack and Rose enjoyed the plebeian party more than the refined one given in his honor. And plebeian means something which is very common. Every man, coarse, ignoble. And the antonym is aristocrat, noble. Let's come to the next word. Polemic, Polemic. Her essays were, for the main part, polemics for the party politics. Polemics, that is something, a piece of writing or speech in which a person strongly attacks or defends a particular position, opinion, person, idea, and set of beliefs. So it is something like a controversy, a debate, a contention. Now you have profound, Profound, profound. He was in a state of profound shock after he heard the party's biblical. The invention of the contraceptive pill brought about profound changes in the lives of women. Profound is something which is deep, serious, showing a clear and deep understanding of serious matters, feel very strongly about something, that is profound. The synonyms are deep, complete, abysmal, fathomless, lurid, Lurid, lurid. The antonym, of course, is superficial, shallow,